Welcome!
Hola!
I'm Alejandra.
And I'm Sergio, and we are coming to you from the new Lifetime location in Coral Gables, Florida.
So today we are celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month with my mom's favorite recipe, her ceviche.
Ooh, ceviche.
I know you love it.
I know, I love it.
So we need some really key ingredients today. Green lemons.
Limoncito, yes.
Or limes. White or yellow onion. Some cilantro. Salt, pepper, a little ketchup, and some frozen or fresh shrimp. You ready to get started?
Let's do this.
Cool. Okay guys, so the first thing we have to do is we have to turn on the water. Can you get that done?
I got that for you guys.
Perfect. So we're gonna get that water to boil.
It's a very healthy dish, by the way, for those of you that like to work out, your personal fitness gurus. Lots of protein, very natural ingredients, quick to make, and about as healthy as it gets for you guys. So.
Cool. All right, so we are going to grab an onion. So actually, do you know how to chop this really well?
I do not.
Okay. So I'm gonna teach you something that my mom actually taught me. So we wanna make these pretty small little cubes. So one of the easiest ways to do that is to actually just kind of make a grid on your onion. So I'm gonna just put this down so I don't cut myself. And we're gonna just make this nice little grid.
I'm learning at the same time, just like you guys.
On the onion. Boom. Nice little grid. And then from there, you're just gonna chop. Look at that.
All right.
You wanna try?
Sure.
Just don't cut me.
Did you already make the little lines there?
Yeah, but you have to make them a little bit deeper now.
Right.
So one of the big things here, guys, is you don't wanna get all the way to the bottom because then you'll actually separate the onion in half.
That wouldn't be a good idea.
Yeah, and be careful with your fingers.
No, I'm not gonna chop it off. Don't worry.
All right.
Not anymore.
There you go.
Look at this, huh?
Good job. Look at that.
All right.
I think that's enough onion for today.
I think so.
Okay, cool. So you're gonna put that in the bowl for us.
I am?
Yeah,
All right.
you are. Just, usual bossing you around. So we're gonna get that all in the bowl, then we'll grab our limes. All right, so we're gonna get a ton of these. And then have you guys ever used one of these?
Sure you have.
Yeah, all right. So we're just gonna cut these in half. So one thing that we wanna make sure that we mention is it's important to have a glass bowl because of all of the citrus in the limes. We wanna make sure that we can actually store the ceviche in the fridge for up to 8 days, actually. So
That's great, there you go.
nice and convenient, so I'm gonna let you squeeze that. And so we're just gonna squeeze as many of these as we need. Perfect,
Look at that, huh?
yeah. So when you're picking your limes at the store, one of the things that my mom always taught me, I don't know if you know this, is you wanna look for the shiny limes and you want them to have like a very smooth skin.
All right, I did not know that.
Yeah, and they'll be juicier.
All right.
Perfect. And so we're gonna keep squeezing all of these limes in there until we cover pretty much the entire amount of onion.
Okay.
Just keep squeezing. All right, I
All
think we're kind of there.
How's that looking? Good?
That looks amazing.
Awesome.
All right, so now we're going to grab our shrimp. So you can actually just get it out of the freezer. It can be frozen still. And we're just gonna dump it in our boiling water, but be cautious. You don't wanna burn yourself. So just for about a minute, which is super, super quick. Thank you.
There you guys go. That's right.
All right, so I'll set the timer for us. 1 minute. Beautiful. And then I'm gonna grab some cilantro in the meantime, and then I'm gonna start chopping it up. So cilantro, you don't need a lot. A little goes a long way. So you can just actually just chop it up.
All right, shrimp is boiling.
Perfect. Got 30 seconds left.
All right.
Almost there. So we're using Hispanic measurements, right? What did you call it?
The Hispanic units of measurement,
Yes,
guys.
which
Use
is
your hands.
like, that looks about
Hands and
like
eyeballs,
enough.
that's all you need.
Just eyeball it. Not too much cilantro, you don't want it to overpower, it's pretty strong.
Right.
And then we're actually gonna use a little bit of ketchup, so you can actually grab those shrimp. They should be ready.
Ready?
Yeah, just 1 minute, it's fine. And we need to drain them.
This always works.
That's true.
60% of the time it works all the time, guys.
All right, perfect. I think
All right.
that's- Oh, yeah. that's
All in there?
No, not yet, not
Okay.
yet.
Aw.
Calm down. All right. So we're just gonna grab a spoon and we're going to use some ketchup actually to give it a little bit of a tomatoey taste. So really when it comes to the ketchup, you decide how much you want. I'll kind of just put in a tablespoon at a time and then I'm just gonna mix it. And I just wanna see the kind of color that we're gonna get.
Another word, you guys can find the ketchup with no additives, very natural ingredients. Doesn't always have to be the name brand that you guys are used to getting.
So you just kind of feel it out, make it as tomatoey as you want. And so we pick ketchup because we're not actually cooking this. We're just gonna have it sit in our fridge. And now you can add the shrimp.
Can I borrow that spoon for 1 second?
Absolutely.
All right. There we go. Are we going all shrimp in?
You can put as much as it fits.
All right.
Perfect, and now all we do is we just mix it together and we're pretty much done. So now you don't wanna eat this right away. So you gotta let it sit in your fridge.
It's hot.
Overnight, at least. And then it's ready for tomorrow. So it makes such an awesome meal prep.
And the great part about it is also that we're just making a small sample for you guys, but since it lasts up to 8 days in the fridge, you guys can actually make a pretty big bowl with it. And it'll last you for a while.
Perfect. So last thing that we're gonna add, salt and pepper.
Of course.
So you do that to taste.
Good.
All right, and then we'll add a little pepper. Beautiful. Just mix it in. Perfect.
Perfecto.
All right, guys, so we put it in the fridge, and I actually made some this weekend with my mom, so we can actually try it. All right, you ready?
On tres.
Taste test.
Uno, dos,
dos, tres.
y tres.
So good, right? Mom's recipe is never bad. Thank you, guys.
Muy bueno. Very good, guys.
We should probably finish eating before we talk again. Thank you guys so much for cooking with us, and we hope to see you again soon.
Adios.
Ciao.